Giannis watch is in full effect as the NBA trade deadline just 2 days away. Our Shams Charania has listed the Warriors, Heat, Timberwolves, and Knicks as potential destinations for Giannis to land. First Takes resident Knicks fan Stephen A. had previously said the Knicks should do whatever it takes to acquire him. Listen.
You the New York Knicks, you want me to tell you how to spell disaster or label disaster? Let them trade, whether it's any combination of Cat with Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, 2 of the 3, or whatever, and Giannis comes and he can't go. God forbid he tears his Achilles, okay? And the only reason I'm bringing up something like that so negative is because of the calf injuries over the last 19 months. If that wasn't the issue, I wouldn't be saying this. I'd be still screaming, go get Giannis.
Okay, so he's changed his stance a little bit, Perk. Do you agree with that? Say now.
I agree halfway. And the reason I say halfway is because if I'm the Knicks, I don't try to go get Giannis. I don't give a damn if he was healthy right now. For the simple fact that when you look at their roster, they have everything and more to go get it done to make it to the promised land out of the Eastern Conference. They have the deepest team right now. But it all boils down to Karl Anthony Towns, the most important player on the New York Knicks. But even if Giannis was healthy, I wouldn't make a move because you would have to give up too much of your core. You would either have to give up Towns and OG Anunoby or Towns and Mikal Bridges. I'm not doing that. I would let this ride out, and if Giannis is available and still with the Bucks, then I'll make the move in the offseason if the Knicks underachieve. And you can fix your body language.
No, I'm not fixing my body language, nor my face, nor anything like that. Because let me tell you something right now. You ever come on this show again and you say you're doing something halfway? I'm going to tell Carmen to give you half the buffet, not the whole. That's what I'm going to tell her. I'm going to tell her to limit you to half the buffet. You said not the whole buffet, okay? That's my sister, Shay. I'm going to tell him to limit. She can cook. She can throw down. I'm going to tell her don't give Big Perk the buffet you usually give him. Cut the damn thing in half of his big ass self. Let me tell you something, man. You can't go halfway here. Here's the reality of the situation, bro. When you look at Giannis, if Giannis is healthy, let me tell you something. I love Cat. Mikal Bridges, he's worth $150 million, not 200 plus and all that, but $150 million in today's NBA economy, he's worth that, okay? I'm trying to keep Anunoby. I'm trying to keep Brunson. I'm trying to keep Josh Hart. I got guys like that, along with some of the depth that they have on the bench, whether it's Shamet, it's Clarkson, or anybody else, and I got Giannis, and I'm losing 2 of those players. I'm making that move. I'm making for Giannis, a healthy Giannis. Yes, my trepidation is strictly because I'm very, very scared with the 4 calf injuries in the last 19 months that something is going on. And I hope I'm wrong. I'm praying because I don't wish that on anybody, but especially one of the top 5 players on the planet, which is Giannis Antetokounmpo. But I'm scared about that. And you can't be the Knicks and have the personnel that you have. Make that transition and then turn around and he can't go. You can't afford that. But if Giannis was healthy and could go, and I could pair him with most of the Knicks, you damn right I'm doing it. You damn right.
But look, if you're the Knicks, you're in a great situation anyway, and especially SA, if the Bucks are not able to trade Giannis at the deadline. Because if Giannis is with the Bucks past this season, going into the offseason, and the Knicks underachieve, then all of a sudden the Knicks become the front runner to land Giannis Antetokounmpo, and they should go out and try to get him then. Because look, Giannis wants to be a Knick. He want to be a Knick. Like, make no mistake about it. All those other teams are just his secondary option. He wants to be in the Big Apple. He wants to be in the playing under the bright lights. But as of right now, if I'm the New York Knicks, I stand pat. And it's not because of his history of his calf injury. It's because they have the deepest roster in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, but they still inferior to the Detroit Pistons right now, bro. I mean, I'm very, very worried about the Detroit Pistons. Very worried.
Trade deadline is Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and because of the Giannis situation, it does feel a little bit watered down until we figure out where Giannis is going. He's the big fish right now, and everyone's kind of waiting, sitting on their hands until we see where he goes. Will he even be traded by 3 p.m. on Thursday? We don't know. Which position does Jeff Saturday think, though, is...
Had 19, 8, and 6. Anthony Edwards with 39 points, 7 rebounds. Okay. First 2 games with the Grizzlies, Ty Jerome averaging 19.5, 7 assists. So here we go. Hypotheticals, Lou, because it's that time of the year. If you're Memphis, well, you know what? The trade's right there, and John Morant's name has been in it this entire time. However, if you see this out of Ty Jerome, is there a part of you, if you're Memphis, that's like, let's just keep this together as is and see what it could be?
I don't think so, okay. and I don't want to get this misconstrued at all. I'm not saying Ty Jerome is there to replace Ja Morant, but if you're the Memphis Grizzlies and he's playing like this, you're encouraged about kind of moving on and adding pieces, right? Especially if you're not getting what you want out of it, and if you're getting to the end of the road with Ja Morant. So we'll see what moves they make this week when the trade deadline concludes. It looks like he's still going to be in uniform, so they might get their way with having both of these guys in the backcourt as it is. But no, I don't think you see this and you say this is a pairing that I would want. I don't think Ja Morant is looking at it like this. In order for you to be successful in an all-star caliber guy, you got to put another all-star next to you. That's been the nature of the business the last 5 or 6 years. You don't see a lot of dynamic guards without somebody of equal talent or all-star caliber that's had success, and I don't think that's any different with Memphis either.
Yeah, I agree. I don't really see this doing anything for Ja Morant moving forward. It's to the point where it needs to be done. Like,
feels broken.
Ja needs to be moved. I would love to see him in Minnesota next to Anthony Edwards, but this relationship, I think is slowly coming to an end. It's just not much there no more. They're coming off a 6-game losing streak. The winning ways, the winning culture, all of those things are absent now. It's just a regular basketball team, in my opinion. So, with all those things being said, I think it's time for Ja to move on, and the Grizzlies can start their rebuild. So.
I like to say he needs to move on too. He needs some fresh air. Yeah. But I'll tell you where the winning basketball went.
Dylan Brooks.
Thank you.
I'm the biggest Dylan Brooks fan. I'm with.
Listen, I never knew that he added that much to a team. But culture everywhere he goes.
I love him
they
so
gonna
much.
win.
I love him so much.
And they gonna play hard.
And he gonna have some soldiers with him.
He gonna get into it with everybody for you. But he does it for you.
I love that so much.
Like, I used to be one of them guys that it's like
he draws a diversion.
I gotta be on the team with LeBron, Kyrie, JR. At one point, we had D-Wade, D-Rose, Isaiah Thomas. What rock am I finna get to shoot? Oh, I'm definitely picking a fight today. I gotta get in the mix. Me and Lou Will over here for a loose ball. Lou, I'm sorry, bro. I gotta do it. I gotta throw a shoulder. We gotta go in the cameras, bro. I need the blood, sweat, and tears out here, dog. Like, I'm not finna shoot no rock.
That's what they missing.
You feel me? And it's like Dylan Brooks does that, and he's cool with 12 points, 18 points, 25 points. Doesn't matter how much he scores, he's gonna continue to do it every game. When you have that, I think it changes the mindset for a Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? It changes. It makes you play a little bit different, and I think that's what he lost. He didn't realize he lost that, but he lost that. Now, even some of the antics that Ja Morant get into it with people, it's like he's by himself.
He on an island by himself.
Right. You look wild.
You look crazy.
You look crazy.
When you got them soldiers with you.
Yeah. But when you got light-skinned man behind you. You got Dylan Brooks before the game just be standing, arms at his side, just staring.
It's the most
amazing. I love it.
I love it so much.
Because he's not doing nothing. He just don't look like
he can't get mad.
I love it.
Hey, All-Star snub.
Hey, All-Star snub. Be back next year. Can't wait to see you next year, brother. Hey, you just keep playing the way you're playing, brother. We love it. We do. But I think that's what the problem is with Ja Morant. I think he needs some fresh air, as KG and Paul Pierce be saying. He needs some fresh air.
But where? Like, where, if you could pick?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Now that you say that would be nice. But
Minnesota.
People keep talking like Ja Morant ain't just... I mean, I'm not big on... I don't do the trade engine and know if the contracts work and all that. But I know when a player will fit a mold. When they said Miami, he's going to look great in Miami.
I agree.
that's great for him to be a part of some culture that don't let him do some of the random stuff. Like, because you throw, like, certain guys, like, you put them in the mix with other, and I get how they play with one organization, but I'm like, if you give them the chance to blossom in something different, it's good to look at. Like,
guys also adjust.
Yeah, now that I see John Morant, he said John Morant with